Right now, P. Chidambaram is talking about that game change of the UPA government, direct cash subsidies to bank accounts.
But in course of time, other distributors can also join the system. A self-help group can be a distributor. A primary cooperative society can be a distributor. Any other body which can operate a handheld ATM can be a distributor. In fact, we expect multiple distributors to open as many distribution points as possible over a period of time. Initially, of course, the banks have been charged with the responsibility of ensuring adequate distribution points so that the beneficiary can draw the benefit from his bank account. See, under the CBS-enabled banking system today, the account can be anywhere. I don't know how many of you know, when you open a bank account today with a nationalized bank, you are not opening an account with a bank branch. You are opening an account with a bank. And if that bank has, say, 10,000 branches like the SBI has, you can draw the money in any one of the 10,000 branches. Likewise, you can put money in any one of the 10,000 branches. So likewise, the bank account can be anywhere, but the distribution points will be multiple distribution points and the beneficiary can draw the benefit. On the banking side, I've already held meetings with the chairman of the banks. These 51 districts are in their focus. I'm happy to inform you that each bank has appointed a senior manager to focus on this scheme. The lead bank in each district has been charged with the responsibility of bringing together all the branch managers of the branches of all the banks in that district. On an average, there are about 100-120 branches of all banks in a district. They are being brought together. They are being sensitized about the scheme, and they will be fully geared to participate in the scheme and to operate the scheme on the 1st of January. On the administration side, I'm happy to learn and inform you that the district collectors of these 51 districts are being brought to Delhi, and they will be sensitized about this program, and we hope that they will remain in their respective charges at least for a year and a half to see through the success of this program. So the schemes that have been identified for immediate rollout on the 1st of January are "14 scholarship schemes of the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, 4 schemes of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Department of Higher Education, 2 schemes of the Ministry of Human Resources, 3 of the Ministry of Minority Affairs, 2 of the Ministry of Women and Child Development, 1 of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 5 of the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Now, but some of them may start a little late, but roughly about 29 are ready to start on the 1st of January. It's possible that under 1 or 2 of the schemes, they may start a few days late or a couple of weeks late. But ultimately, we want to load all these schemes on the system. Out of the 42, we think about 29, give or take 1 or 2 will be ready. Now, the benefit for the beneficiary is there is no leakage. There will be no rent seeking anywhere in the system. The beneficiary would not have to pay any kind of money to get his benefit. the benefit to the system is, since the account is an Aadhaar-enabled bank account to which the money is being transferred, there will be practically no case of falsification or duplication. No one person can receive two benefits under the same scheme using two identities. And no one can falsify an identity and get a benefit. So I think falsification and duplication will be practically eliminated. And I believe that that will result in considerable savings to the exchequer. For the government, which is extending the benefits, there are huge efficiency gains. The efficiency gains are incalculable. Today, the system is it goes through several layers. It's a maze. Here, once we have the digitized beneficiary list, figuratively, at the click of a button, the benefit for all the beneficiaries on that list gets transferred instantaneously to an equivalent number of bank accounts. So at any given time, the ministry concerned or the financial advisor of the ministry concerned can capture exactly how much he has transferred, which is an expenditure for the ministry, and an exact equal amount would have been credited to the account of X number of beneficiaries. Today we find that money is transferred to Delhi, but is lying in various places down the system. It's lying in various offices. It's lying in the pipeline. We don't know where it reaches the beneficiary. For example, we get complaints that the old age pension reaches the beneficiary 4 months late. And as we travel around the country, they tell us, I've not got the old age pension for 4 months. Then suddenly 3 months old age pension will arrive one day. Then they won't get it for another 3 months. Then suddenly a month's pension will come. How does an old person plan his or her life if there is no regular stream of an old age pension? It's a small amount, but still there must be a regularity. Likewise, scholarships. Students tell us that for 3 months they get a scholarship and then suddenly it doesn't come for a couple of months. All those inefficiencies will be removed because instantaneously the money is transferred to the bank accounts. I think if you go scheme by scheme, it's very easy to visualize the immense benefits that will accrue to the beneficiary and the immense efficiencies that will accrue to the system. And, as of course, wearing my other hat as finance minister, I look forward to considerable savings once these efficiencies are imparted to the system. The party is very proud that the government has decided to launch the scheme. The party congratulates the government for pulling together all elements. It's not easy. It's not easy to pull together all elements. We have pulled together a number of ministries, we have pulled together a number of systems. Please understand, we've got the UIDI, we've got the banking system, we've got the information technology ministry, we've got state governments, we've got district administration. All of this has been pulled together by the government, and therefore the party is naturally happy to congratulate the government for that. And we think that this is a game changer. We think people will appreciate what the government has done, and we look forward to a successful launch, a successful rollout, and a successful extension of the scheme to as many schemes as possible through 2013. You wish to add anything? Please. No.
साथियों, जो अभी वित्त मंत्री ने कहा है, इसका पहला जिक्र हमारी 2009 के घोषणा पत्र में किया गया था। तो एक तरह से देखा जाए तो एक जो महत्वपूर्ण वादा था इस घोषणा पत्र का, कल शाम को पूरा हुआ है और उसकी घोषणा आज वित्त मंत्री ने की है। 51 जिलों में जो ये कार्यक्रम शुरू होने वाला है 1 जनवरी से, इसमें से 5 जिले आंध्र प्रदेश में हैं, 2 जिले हरियाणा में हैं, 4 जिले हिमाचल प्रदेश में, 4 जिले झारखंड में, 3 जिले कर्नाटक में, 2 केरल में, 3 मध्य प्रदेश में, 5 महाराष्ट्र में, 3 पंजाब में, 3 राजस्थान में, 2 सिक्किम में और 3 त्रिपुरा में। पर जैसा कि वित्त मंत्री ने अभी कहा है, 2013 के जून के महीने के बाद सभी राज्यों में ये कार्यक्रम शुरू होगा। तमिलनाडु सेकेंड फेज। तो जहां आधार 80%, वित्त मंत्री ने पहले ही कहा है कि जहां आधार का कवरेज 80% हो चुका है, शुरुआत वहीं से हमने की है और जून या जुलाई 2013 तक सभी राज्यों में ये कार्यक्रम शुरू होगा। पहले चरण में 51 जिले चुने गए हैं और मैं आज ये कहना चाहता हूं कि इन 51 जिलों के सारे डीसीसी अध्यक्षों की एक बैठक शीघ्र होगी दिल्ली में। 51 डीसीसी अध्यक्षों का एक दिन का अधिवेशन होगा, उसमें राहुल गांधी जी भी शामिल होंगे, संबोधित करेंगे और जरूर वित्त मंत्री भी वहां इस कार्यक्रम का विस्तार रूप में पूरा विवरण देंगे। ये सिर्फ एक सरकारी कार्यक्रम नहीं है, ये बहुत हमारे लिए क्रांतिकारी राजनीतिक अभियान है। 25 साल पहले तत्कालीन प्रधानमंत्री राजीव गांधी जी ने कहा था कि जो 100 रुपया गरीब का हक बनता है, उसमें से सिर्फ 15 रुपया गरीब तक पहुंचता है। 25 साल बाद जो आज सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी के इस्तेमाल से जो क्रांति हम लाने वाले हैं, आप ये कह सकते हैं कि आपका पैसा आपके हाथ में, यानी कि जो 100 रुपया आम आदमी का हक बनता है वो आम आदमी तक पहुंचेगा, सिर्फ बैंक के खाते में नहीं पहुंचेगा। जैसा कि अभी वित्त मंत्री ने बताया है, यह कार्यक्रम सिर्फ खाते में पैसा डालने का कार्यक्रम नहीं है, गरीब के हाथ में, यानी कि गरीब के घर में जो उनका हक बनता है पहुंचने का यह कार्यक्रम है। मैं एक और चीज कहना चाहता हूं कि यूपीए सरकार ने कई कानूनी तौर से ऐतिहासिक कार्यक्रम शुरुआत की है। रोजगार गारंटी कानून, सूचना अधिकार कानून, बाद में शिक्षा कानून, राइट टू एजुकेशन, और अभी खाद्य सुरक्षा कानून अभी शीघ्र ही आने वाला है, अधिनियम आने वाला है। तो ये जो कार्यक्रम किया जा रहा है कैश ट्रांसफर का, आपका पैसा आपके हाथ, ये भी एक एंटाइटलमेंट है, किसी का कानूनी हक बनता है। जो सरकार ने कहा है कि ये सब्सिडी आपके लिए है, ये सब्सिडी आपको ही पहुंचना है और जो बीच में लोग खा जाते हैं उनको हटाना है। तो हमारे लिए ये सिर्फ सरकारी कार्यक्रम नहीं है, ये एक राजनीतिक आंदोलन है, राजनीतिक अभियान है और शीघ्र ही 51 डीसीसी अध्यक्षों की बैठक में हमारा जो नजरिया है इस पर, राहुल गांधी जी इस पर विस्तार से बोलेंगे और वित्त मंत्री जी भी उस पर चर्चा करेंगे और जब वो तारीख तय होगा आपको पूरी जानकारी मिल जाएगी। मैं कुछ नहीं कह रहा हूं, मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं कि ये सिर्फ कैश ट्रांसफर के दृष्टिकोण से मत देखिए, ये आपका पैसा आपके हाथ। Sir, the opposition parties are saying that we are bribing the voters.
Opposition parties are saying that they are bribing the voters. It's an absurd argument. I mean, I can't find a stronger word.
Pardon?
These subsidies are being transferred to the people in a manner that we find is not very efficient. So if you replace an inefficient subsidy transfer system through a more efficient subsidy transfer system, why does it become a bribe? I think people should choose their words carefully and hurl their accusations with some sense of responsibility.
Sunil there, please. There, 1 minute. At the back, Sunil. Yes.
I have three questions to ask. One is
One at a time.
we can validate in statement. Firstly, you said your hat as a finance minister, congratulating yourself, but the hat.
I didn't congratulate myself, I congratulated the government.
I mean, let me come back to the point when you had security concerns when you had the hat of the Home Minister. Are you sure that this system is foolproof? Secondly, there has to be a statutory backing to this entire process that you're doing. And how sure are you that you can carry forward this to LPG, to other benefits like the other big ticket subsidies that are there, to ensure that it actually comes to the process, because you are being very cautious in yesterday's meeting of only going through scholarships and not going the home market.
Well, that is right. I think that underscores the prudence of the government, that we don't want to launch such an ambitious scheme and then stumble and fall. So we have deliberately chosen those schemes which are amenable for the benefit to be transferred to a bank account. And I think one should appreciate the caution and the prudence of the government. As and when we gain experience, and simultaneously as and when the ministry running a scheme is able to digitize the list of beneficiaries, deduplicate that list, make it interoperable through at least three systems, the UIDA system, the banking system and the distribution system, these other schemes will be added to the cash transfer program. Initially, of course, it's scholarships, but as I said, old age pension can be transferred. Some benefits of the Ministry of Health can be transferred. The LPG subsidy can be transferred. These are, in our assessment, readily amenable to the benefit being transferred through the banking system. Food is a little more complicated. Fertilizer is even more complicated. They will come onto the system once we are able to work out how the benefit there can be transferred. I think people will appreciate that the government is proceeding cautiously, carefully, step by step.
On the right side there. On the front or right side? Yeah, please.
The UIDA, just a minute. The bill and UIDI will be passed in due course. One doesn't have to wait for the bill to be passed to use the UIDI. The UIDI is already an operational agency. As far as security is concerned, yes, the National Payment Corporation of India Limited has standardized the digitization forms. The UIDI has experts who will ensure the security of the system. And secondly, in this transfer, there is no danger of hacking and all. What does one do by hacking into the system? So the kind of concerns we have on security concerns we have, say, running a system like NatGrid are not the security concerns here. Because what will anybody do hacking into a system where scholarships are transferred? But we are assured that enough security features have been built into the system.
On the front row on the right side, yeah, please. Please.
Why Tamil Nadu could not find even a single district to get this scheme?
Well, as I understand, the districts have been selected having regard to the number of bank branches there and the kind of response that we have obtained from state government. But nothing need be read into it. As my colleague Shri Jairam Ramesh just mentioned, the rollout will begin on the 1st of April. There's a further rollout on the 1st of July, and we hope to cover the whole country by the end of 2013. So I want to assure everyone, nothing should be read into the fact that only 51 districts have been selected, where we have 600 and more districts. Any 51 districts that we select will necessarily leave out some states, but I want to repeat, nothing should be read into that.